I'd like to call the meeting to order, the Board of Leavenworth County Commission. I'd like to invite everyone to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your day to be here. For the record, Commissioner Hall and Commissioner Smith are present. I'd like to open up the public comment. Anyone from the public wishing to speak at this time, please come forward, state your name and address. Seeing none, we'll close that portion and go on to administrative business. Mr. Lawfrey, do we have any administrative business this time?
We have a couple of things this morning on the agenda. The first one we'll cover is we have a health grant application, a letter of support for that. The clerk can speak more specifically to that.
The county, Leavenworth County, was asked to participate in a health grant. I'm going to read a little bit about the grant. The University of Kansas School of Medicine, Wichita, and Kansas State University are applying for a grant called Stand Up for Health. The purpose of the project is to reduce sedentary behavior in local government work sites. There's absolutely no cost to the county to put in a support of this grant. Through this grant, we can possibly have work desk that kind of a sit and stand type desk. It's really to make people be more active during the workday. It's a project that would have potential improvements that we can make to public health. And all this support is letting them know that we would be part of it. The actual grant has not been applied for yet, but they would like county supports across the state of Kansas, letting the federal government know that we would like to participate. Yes.
I've got just a couple of questions.
Fine,
Sure.
Commissioner.
Number one is how much the grant is for, and number two is how much of the grant does Leavenworth County get, or if we get the grant.
Right. I don't know, Bob, to tell you the truth. This is just kind of the initial period of applying for the grant. I know that the University of Kansas, along with K-State University, will make 4 visits to the county over a 2-year period of time, offering any sort of suggestions that they may have for employees. We do feel that this will look well on us when we're applying for insurance in the future, because Leavenworth County will be taking some kind of initiatives for a wellness program for their employees.
One other question. You mentioned coming in the door there that this would not cost Leavenworth County one dime. Who is going to write the grant? Would KU Med Center write the grant?
That is correct.
So we wouldn't have to write the grant or anything?
We do not, the only thing that they're asking is a show of support. It will not cost the county anything at all. KU and K-State will write the grant for this program.
Give it a motion to support this, Commissioner.
Motion to approve.
Second. Voting. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. I'll sign that.
You got the original copy?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I assume it is. Yeah, I got the original. So, you can hand it
Is this
to Debbie?
original, Debbie?
Yes. Sorry, I forgot to introduce Debbie today. She's filling in for Becky. We're lucky to have employees that are cross-trained and can fill in for other people when they're gone. So thank you, Debbie. Anything else, Mr. Lawford?
We did have one other item, and that is just to review Resolution 2017-54. This has been approved already. It's just the resolution with the requirements. We want to bring it back for you for review if you had any questions.
Okay.
Since the actual resolution wasn't prepared that day with the stipulations.
Okay.
I didn't have any issues with it. I mean,
Okay. Anyone here representing that? Mr. Crowe? Like to speak on that?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioner. Not really anything substantive. It's just a concern technically that the proposed resolution format adds in a condition to the resolution that was not part of the rezoning last month. Specifically, number 2, rezoning contingent on approval of a SUP for a residential care center for children, youth, or adults. That was not part of the motion or what was passed. Your staff has researched the issue and has informed us and has informed you that a special use permit would be required in this case. And at this time, we're not arguing that issue, not suggesting anything. We don't know the answer to that question right now. I'm just saying what staff has indicated to you. However, that was not part of the rezoning. If we got to.
Okay. You have any questions on
I thought that we were just rezoning it. I didn't think we were issuing a SUP.
that? Or the
No,
conditions
no.
of the
Right.
rezoning?
Right, no, that is correct.
Has to go through the process for SUP.
Right. The question would be, the resolution that was passed last month did not condition the rezoning on obtaining an SUP.
Actually, there was no resolution that was passed. This is the resolution that was approved.
Well, there was
This
a
is the
motion.
resolution today.
Yeah, there was a motion made and passed, and the minutes reflect that the minutes actually state the rezoning and approval of the preliminary it was not conditioned on a special use permit. The minutes don't reflect that. The vote last month didn't reflect that. It's kind of adding something
Right.
to the written resolution, but it's a technical, just, can you add a condition that was not considered at that time?
Yes,
We're not arguing
David's.
whether we have to have a special use permit.
I believe Mr. Van Paris will have to answer that.
Mike Van speaking. David Van Paris, good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Hall. I think the issue, Mike, is you're concerned that the rezoning has not taken place until such time as the SUP is approved?
Yes.
Okay. I would suggest the following: the rezoning as requested is granted SUP.
Just strike number 2.
Just strike number 2.
Just strike that from it.
Yes, I think at this point it's superfluous. We anticipate that
Okay.
SUP.
Right.
So we can't approve it
We
today.
can approve it.
We can't approve it today. It'll have to be redone. Is that correct? Or can we approve it based on striking
Yeah, I think you-
Correct.
condition
I think
number
we
You can
2?
approve it, I can bring it back
We
for
could
your
do that.
signatures.
You could just strike that portion of it.
All
And I
right.
think-
We can approve it and then just sign it later. With the condition. Would that be acceptable?
Just,
Thank-
it's been approved. If you want us to bring it back without that language, we'll bring it back just for your review. But the resolution was approved, so we
Okay.
can make that amendment.
I don't, do you think that's necessary? Because we've already approved it, so.
Mr. Van Paris?
Perhaps to
Do you
allow us
have to be the
move on.
fly in the ointment?
I approve Resolution 2017-54 as presented by Planning Staff, subject to the removal of condition number 2.
Would that be your motion?
That'd be my motion.
Okay. I'll second that. Voting? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. I hate to be overly technical, but
Well,
Technical sometimes is good.
any other administrative business this time? Okay. I guess approval of the minutes from October 5th. Have you had a chance to look
Yes.
over?
Motion to approve.
Second, voting? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. We'll move on to Public Works.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, David.
2 items for your approval this morning. First item we have is approval to award the survey and design of county structure SH30 to Benesh Engineering. In June, the board approved accepting an award from the Fish and Wildlife Service to help offset the cost of replacement of the structures. Public Works selected Benesh off our approved on-call engineering list. Benesh has submitted a proposal of $49,676 for the design of this structure.
And the Fish and Game will pay all of that cost? Or
No, I believe they're paying $50,000 towards the project.
Okay.
Make it a safe fish passage program that they have.
I read through the contract, and I don't know if I've noticed this before and skimmed over it, but I understand that we can terminate with cause. But what I don't understand is terminate without cause. Does that mean that if we find somebody that'll do it cheaper, we can terminate him and take this contractor? I don't think that would be in the same way. If, say, the contractor gets busy at the time of year he's doing this, he says, oh, we can't do this little project, we're just going to terminate with cause. And he'll get paid for the work he's done, but then that leaves us kind of holding the bag. And we have to find another contractor to fulfill this contract. Or that's the way I read it and understood it. I'm not a lawyer, I don't claim to be.
I don't anticipate with the design of this structure that there would be a termination without a cause.
Yeah.
We use Benesh quite a bit for our bridge work.
Well,
Yeah, I prefer-
has David, have you read this
No, Commissioner.
contract?
While you perhaps handle another matter, well, I could look at it right now.
Okay.
We move on to 150th Street, 178th then.
Yeah.
The other item we have this morning is approval to award the survey and design of two road projects to Napier Engineering. One project is 150th Street from Stillwell to K32. The other project is 178th Street from Kansas to Evans. The board approved using an outside firm for these back in June. We solicited proposals from 2 consultants on our approved list. Napier was low on both projects with a price of $27,800 per project.
It's a pretty good price.
Yeah, it's a very good
It's
price.
a very good price for that.
I guess I should make the motion to approve. I think I started the project on 150th Street and former commission. So I make a motion to approve Napier Engineering on 150th Street and 178th Street for $27,800 on each project.
I'll second that. Voting? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioner. David, you have a,
Well, Commissioners, I think you need to look at sections 3.2, 3.3, and 3.32 in combination. It really states that it can be, the county could terminate the project for convenience, and that's without cause. The cause would be non-performance by either party.
well, I mean, I just took it as a cause to say, hey, the federal money didn't come through on
That
our
would-
part. that
Well,
we
I
could-
thought of that too, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
They could
that's
do
not
it
how
too.
it reads. It
Right.
reads without cause. I mean, I wake up one morning, got a headache, oh, I'm going to cancel that contract.
And Commissioners, I think that's what is considered convenience or a termination upon convenience. I don't see anything of note or substance within that you should be concerned about.
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Like I said,
No, there's no bad question.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I want to compliment Public Works for seeking these
Right.
funds, these
Right.
fish and game funds. I mean, who would,
Who
most
would
people
have
wouldn't
thought?
think Fish and Game would pay for
Well, I don't
drainage
think-
structures, you know, so.
I don't think the commission thought of it.
No, we didn't, but, well, yeah, when I first heard of it about safe fish passage, I thought, really? But we've gotten these grants before in the past and they've worked out well, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one that was gone out by previous staff.
Right. Right. No, I believe when Mickey Schwarzkopf, I think, is the first one that got that.
Yeah.
And it worked out well for that bridge, I believe, on County Road 9. So anyways, with that, you
I'll
will.
I'll make a motion that we approve Public Works selected
Finish.
Benson Company for approval on on-call engineering list for $49,676,000 for this project.
For SH 30, and I'll second that. Voting, aye.
Aye.
Thank you. I'll be glad when that, how'd that bridge pour go Friday?
Good.
Everything's good, bridge deck is poured?
Deck on 832 is forward.
Did I hear a vicious rumor
Maybe.
As you probably did.
that 207th Street was done?
It's got its first shot,
First
yeah.
coat's on it. Second coat.
I knew I heard a vicious rumor then, because it's not
Very
done.
close to being done, yes. First coat's on.
It's hard surface now.
Yes.
Yeah.
The road's open.
The road's open, it's hard
Well, it's
surface.
not officially open. We left the barricades up till we get the second seal on.
Oh, okay.
How long till the second seal?
Hopefully a couple of weeks, hopefully the weather stays like this.
So if, yeah, I mean, I got my email from Kim Buchanan, and she said that we're supposed to have a lot of rain coming in towards the end of this week. That'll impact whether we do it.
Yeah, it'll delay it. As long as we get some sunny 70-degree days like this, we'll get it done in October.
Okay.
It has to cure.
Yeah.
You're good. You're in good
It should
shape.
be good. All right, thank you.
Okay, anything else before us?
No,
My gosh, it's a record day.
16 minutes.
We have a new commissioner coming on board as soon as the governor approves it or the time lapses. Mr. Lewis Klemp, he was chosen to take Mr. Clyde Graber's place. So Thursday or Monday, we should have a new commissioner, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it'll probably happen Monday.
Monday?
I
Probably
think it'll
Monday.
probably be Monday.
But anyways, we having anything else?
I think the governor's out of,
Yeah, he should be in Washington.
yeah, he's being appointed something else.
Anyways, all right, well, thanks. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second, voting, aye.
Aye.
Thank you for coming.